Show my lovely professor that we've got people here today. All right, you ready? Okay. My name is Donald Bailey. I'm 43 years old. In my life, I've been pretty much just about everywhere in the U.S. Over the last 20 years, I drove a truck, so I've hit just every state in the U.S. Spent 7 years in the military, so I've been to the Middle East, Europe, different parts of the world. And there was one thing in common with everybody that I ever met, anywhere I went, no matter who it was or where it was. And that one thing is something we're going to discuss today. So, have any of y'all ever felt like, I don't know, screaming, pulling your hair out, just at the end of your rope? I don't know, maybe you're just ready to just haul back and throw something to somebody? Y'all can.
Yes.
Yes. Good, good. I think everybody in here has. So have I. And guess what that is? Anybody know what causes that?
Stress.
Amen. Stress. That's what we're going to talk about today. Stress and how it affects you, your body. There's going to be 3 points that we go over today, 3 main points that we will touch on. Point number 1, can y'all see that okay? Stress affects everyone. That's point number 1, everyone, no matter how young, how old, everybody is affected by stress. Point number 2, we're going to discuss some of the common effects of stress, what stress does to you. Point number 3, ways to manage stress. We're going to go over some ways to help you be able to manage the stress better. Now, point number 1, stress affects everyone. Virtually everything is affected by stress, says Dr. Tom Grove, Director of Pain Management Program at St. Louis Behavioral Medicine. I don't know if y'all can read that, but that's what it says there. The body responds the same way whether we have an argument with our spouse or a tiger is prowling after us. Now, I've never had a tiger prowl after me, but I've been in some pretty hairy situations in my life. And arguing with my wife, I can tell you, some of the arguments I've had with my wife is just as stressful as about anything I've ever experienced. So I can relate to that. Some of you younger people may not be able to, but I can. According to him, the body doesn't know the difference, and it issues the same physiological response. Okay? Now, according to WebMD, 43% of all adults suffer adverse health effects from stress. Now, adverse health effects, that means like major health effects. 75% to 90% of all doctor office visits are for stress-related ailments and complaints. So 75 to 90% of the reasons that people go to the doctor has to do with stress. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, some of you all may not know what OSHA is, but I'm sure Daniel does, declared stress a hazard of the workplace. Stress costs American industries more than $300 billion, not million, but billion annually. The lifetime prevalence of emotional disorders is more than 50%, often due to chronic, untreated stress reactions. Now that we have discussed how stress affects everyone, let's go on to some of the common effects of stress. According to helpguide.org, which is a thing online, many health problems are caused or exacerbated by stress, including pain of any kind, heart disease, digestive problems, sleep problems, depression, obesity, autoimmune disease, and skin conditions such as eczema, acne. Did y'all know that stress can cause acne? Right. According to the Mayo Clinic, the effects on the body are headache, muscle tension, pain, chest pain, fatigue, change in sex drive, which I hope none of you all have to worry about. Stomach upset, sleep problems. There's also effects on your mood, from anxiety, restlessness, lack of motivation or focus, irritability, or anger and sadness, or even depression. Effects on your behavior, such as overeating or undereating, anger outbursts, drug or alcohol abuse can be caused by stress. Tobacco use, and social withdrawal. Overeating is one that I can relate to. I mean, come on, look at me. But I still look good, so it's okay. Now, let's move on to the next one. Ways to manage stress. Beating stress is a matter of removing yourself from a situation and taking a few breaths. If you find yourself getting stressed, ask yourself this: is this going to matter in 5 years? If not, why would you get worked up about it? I mean, what does it really matter? Since you can never have too many tricks in your little bag, here are some proven stress busters from Paul Roche, MD, President of the American Institute of Stress. Number 1, find a comfortable posture and close your eyes. Imagine the most relaxed place you've ever been. Y'all can do that, right? Number 2, curl your toes against the soles of your feet as hard as... I've tried this. Curl your toes against the sole of your feet as hard as you can for 15 seconds and then relax them. Believe it or not, that actually works if you continually do that. Visualize lying on a beach. Set aside 20 to 30 minutes a day to do anything you want, even nothing, which is something I'm good at. Laying around, relaxing. Okay. Keep a music player handy and loaded with relaxing, enjoyable music, which I don't know how many of y'all can have one handy like that, but they say that works too. Now, to sum things up, today we've explored how stress not only affects every one of us, but how it affects us and what we should do to deal with the stress. Now, after discussing the stress and the effects of learning some exercises to help deal with it, remember this. In life, you cannot stop stress from happening, but you can control how you respond to it. And that's the main thing. Thank you.